Yo guys, and welcome back to this new stream here on the channel. And on today's stream we are going to discuss, of course, the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency market, where the market has been basically, of course, not doing anything so special in the past 24 hours. But if we're zooming into the charts, we know that there has been some volatility in the past hours towards the upside, and of course afterwards right away a big rejection. So I will be talking about this rejection that we got here, and of course I will be once again reevaluating the expectations we made last Friday, because I made an expectation for the weekend and so far it has been exactly playing out here. So right now it is Monday, and on the Monday, I can most likely start to get pretty bullish once again on the market. So yes, I am already starting to feel a little bit more bullish. I will be, of course, going over several things, several scenarios I am currently anticipating on the market. Maybe we are going to see a potential big inverse head and shoulders getting created, and I will be talking about all these things on today's stream here. So guys and girls, of course, make sure to get comfortable, make sure to fasten your seatbelts, because yes, what Bitcoin is about to do in the coming 3 weeks, in my opinion, is going to be absolutely insane here. So let me start off with going into the imminent short term to, of course, reevaluate the predictions that we made for the weekend. After that, I will be going into the pattern that we looked at yesterday, and after that, I will be moving into some higher time frames to discuss what we could be expecting for the coming days from here on. So Bitcoin, right now we made an expectation that Bitcoin was, of course, it closed its its daily candle here. It opened the Saturday, it opened the weekend here on the 48,000 US dollars. So I told to everyone out there, because this has been exactly playing out for the past 6 weeks approximately on Bitcoin. So I said to everyone out there, if we're trading below this level, the chances of a push up towards the upside is higher. If we're trading above this level, the chances of on a Monday a correction, or even in a weekend, of course, are higher. So yeah, we were clearly over here on this push towards the upside, trading way too high, and we needed to, of course, go back to the 48,000 on Monday, or of course on Sunday. So yeah, we went back towards it on Sunday, and you can see we opened the Monday candle exactly on the 48,000 US dollars, and that was our prediction for the weekend. I told to everyone, yes, I do expect that Bitcoin is going to close open its Monday candle on 48,000, or it's going to be visiting 48,000 on Monday. And it doesn't matter if we're going to see volatility. We're going to, of course, if we're going to move higher, we're going to retrace on Monday. If we're going to move lower, we're going to pump on Monday. And right now, of course, we pushed up, so we corrected here, yeah, towards the Monday. And right now, I do think the correction is already far from over. And this is, of course, a thing that we don't have to look at anymore, because yeah, the weekend is done. The weekend is behind us right now here. And right now, we want to be looking for the next moves that we're about to get creating. So if we're still looking to the chart, you can see Bitcoin forming still a very beautiful upward sloping support line. Like you can see over here, 1, 2, 3 touch points over here, clearly, okay? So 3 touch points are getting found here on the support line. So we can call this support line a valid support line, right? You can see several touch points. More than 3 touch points is, of course, a valid line of support and resistance. Then I was yesterday as well looking to this downward sloping resistance line, and you can see over here as well, we got 1, 2, 3 touch points over here. Then we broke out and we saw a fake out. This is basically a fake out, but I do think that this is not necessarily bearish that we right away saw a rejection. This is only showing us that there is a lot of bullish buying pressure in the market, and that we are getting these big huge pumps here basically in the market. So yeah, we clearly saw a fake out, but we could be, in my opinion, still potentially look at this scenario, because yes, we saw a massive fake out, but still, this is going to be an important resistance line to keep your eyes out on. And let me draw it correctly, of course. But this is going to be still an important resistance line to keep your eyes out on, because it is showing the significance. It has quite a lot of touch points. It has these 3 touch points. So even more, of course, approximately 4 touch points. And it is showing us right now, this is a level that is providing major resistance. So this could be for sure, in the coming hours from here on, still provide a lot of resistance, in my opinion. So this trend line over here is still a line to keep your eyes out on for Bitcoin right now here. And I still think that this is going to be the major important level to break here. Of course, if we're going to look at lower levels, where we could be potentially heading towards, because yes, Bitcoin is not always necessarily going to move up, of course. We still have this important support line, like we just discussed a moment ago as well. what we could be looking at for Bitcoin is this green line of support, the 47.2K. We know it. This is going to be an extreme important level of support. The 47.2K provided this very strong resistance in the past, support as well in the past, and this is going to be once again a level that I do expect Bitcoin to be very strong at. So still 47.2K. Going to be a very strong level of accumulation. And of course, you can see as well on this horizontal chart over here, resistance, resistance, resistance as well. This 48.3K, 48.4K is going to be as well major resistance level here on the top side of this resistance line. So yeah, very important to see what currently is going on. Of course, you can see currently the RSI is still decreasing here. We were forming, of course, a lower low in the RSI, while the price action was still forming a higher low. So yeah, we were forming, of course, a bullish divergence over here in the chart, and that was, of course, a pretty bullish thing to see here, because if you're creating a bullish divergence here on the 1 hourly candles, it usually tends to show you that you're going to create a more significant uptrend for the coming hours from here on. So I personally still expect that Bitcoin could be for sure at least go for a pushback towards the 48.4K. And since I'm right now bullish and don't really necessarily anticipate that my trade is ever going to get in the red again here, I will be keeping my trade open because I'm really anticipating way higher levels here. I'm currently already over $30,000 US dollars in profit, and I'm for sure trying to ride this even further on in towards more profit. So yeah, I do think that I got a legendary swing trade entry, and of course the nice part about it is that we shared it with you guys out there on the channel, and I have said several times on my channel, I said several times, but I said it in every single video, that I was opening swing trade positions towards the upside in the range over here. I was accumulating my positions over here because I thought it was a very good risk to reward period to open these swing trade positions. So right now, what are we as well seeing here on the 4 hourly candles, guys? I think this chart is one of the most important charts to look at, because this chart is right now showing us where the major resistance is currently getting found here. So yesterday we saw once again a rejection by this zone over here. Yo, we did set a higher high than this 4 hourly candle over here. So this is of course already a pretty good thing, but still in to say it was weekend. And I want to be seeing some more comfortable candles closes above it. But what you can see basically is previous major resistance, previous major support, major resistance, major support, and as well over here, major resistance over here was getting found here. And of course, what are we doing right now on the imminent short term? We are retesting this level once again. So what is going to be important right now? What is going to be important? And that's of course for the bulls to see Bitcoin breaking above this level once again. It's going to be important that Bitcoin is going to be breaking above this red box here, because firstly, if we're not going to be able to break above this red box here, what I do expect here is a retracement back towards the lower side over here, and then a potential push up here. And let's say Bitcoin is going to get a rollover from here on, move back all the way to 44K here, what I don't think is extremely likely, because so many people will be, of course, trying to scoop up their Bitcoin still in this range here. But let's say this plays out here. Let's say Bitcoin is going to roll over back towards previous resistance. We are going to see, of course, a very beautiful potential inverse head and shoulders. But of course, this is once again speculation. But this is, of course, a very good case scenario if we're going to get a retracement. So don't start to panic. As soon as we're going to see some kind of a move towards the downside over here, I will become even more bullish. So that is a reason, guys, why let's say Bitcoin is going to correct, I will become even more bullish. If Bitcoin is going to correct towards this green box over here, I will be buying, and I told everyone out there already before, and I will be adding more to my swing trade positions. And of course, for everyone who's right now watching that was let's say not able to catch such a swing trade position, you are going to grant the opportunity to still take these potential trading setups here. So yeah, there is a very, very good chance to make a very good trade if we're going to retrace back towards this level. But in my opinion, still going to say it, don't necessarily anticipate that Bitcoin is going to retrace towards this level, because personally, if I do think that Bitcoin is going to start to retracing, I do think that there already are some other levels that Bitcoin will be getting a lot of buying orders set up at. And we already know it since we were looking to the order book yesterday on Bitcoin. We know that this range over here, this is of course another basically horizontal box between it, and I will be removing it in a second because otherwise it looks a little bit too chaotic. But you can see as well over here, it proved itself as well as major resistance in the past, major support over here, major resistance, and major support over here as well. So personally, another very strong opportunity as well here is, let's say, Bitcoin long opportunity around the 46,000.3k here. So I definitely think that, of course, this level around the 44.5k, 45k approximately is a little bit ambitious. And I don't think that the Bitcoin bulls could be letting it fall so far. And as well, I don't think that the bears have enough strength to push the price so further towards the downside. Then second of all, a reason why I'm right now bullish on the imminent short term here is because consolidation under resistance is always a very bullish thing here. Just like we saw over here, we were seeing consolidation under resistance. You tend to see, of course, a very significant rally towards the upside getting created here. And personally, I do expect the exact same once again happening right now here. I think a lot of people maybe anticipate a rejection from of this zone. I don't necessarily think we should be, of course, only anticipate a correction. There is a very, very big chance that we're as well going to be moving further up from here on. But what I do see here right now on the RSI is that we are seeing decreasing RSI while the price action still is increasing. That was the reason why we were seeing a bearish divergence getting created on the 4-hourly candles yesterday. So yeah, it looks to be that we're losing some kind of momentum. So if we're going to create a rally towards the upside, I want to be seeing a very big green candle just like we saw over here, because that will be helping us to invalidate these bearish divergence on the 4-hourly candles. As well, if we're going to look at the MACD, it looks to be that we just got, once again, another bearish crossover, like you can see over here. So the MACD as well got a bearish crossover, and maybe it's letting some bearish momentum in towards the market. But we know that we could be reverse these trends very quickly, because yeah, there's no chart that's going to move up in a straight line here. And even though in an uptrend you tend to see these crossovers on the MACD, but that of course always results in the market to cool off ever so slightly before once again rallying towards the upside. Because usually the best times to long the market is once the MACD is of course bearish, the RSI is of course maybe showing us some reversal signals as well, the MACD of course. But if we're getting a bearish crossover, it's usually a good time to look for long positions, because once the market is moving down, you want to be bullish, you want to be looking at longs. Once the market is moving up, you want to be looking for exiting your longs, of course. So that is the best strategy in my opinion. Then as well, let me talk a little bit about this 4-hourly candle over here. I mean, this 4-hourly candle shows as well quite a lot of significance. You can see here on the Bitcoin chart, the top side providing massive resistance, like you can see over here as well. And over here on yesterday's 4-hourly push towards the upside, we saw once again a massive rejection by that zone here. So we saw it once again playing out exactly like we have been seeing several times before. This horizontal level over here, so resistance, support, over here as well, support, and over here resistance, of course, it's once again providing resistance. So yeah, I mean, for me, in my opinion right now here, I do think the most important level that Bitcoin needs to be crushing above here is going to be this 4-hourly level of the 48.7k here. As well, you can see the lower side still providing the support. So basically, we have been in a sideways consolidation period. We have been in a sideways consolidation period, and we are right now just waking up, and we're just we're just consolidating in this pattern. We're just consolidating sideways till we're going to, of course, once again choose a direction, either of course a breakout towards the upside or a breakdown towards the downside. So once again, I'm going to say I do think the chances are high that we're going to see a breakout towards the upside, but still it is important to keep your eyes out on this level. You can see as well over here provided this massive support, also provided this massive resistance, and then we choose the direction towards the downside, of course, of this level. We broke this level, we moved down very significantly. So if we're going to break down once again here, I do think, yeah, there's going to be a massive sell going to happen over there. But if we're going to break the top side, it's going to be a massive push up towards the upside. So definitely important which direction we're going to choose right now here on the market. As well for Bitcoin on the daily time frame, guys, this is looking absolutely exciting here in my opinion. But yeah, we saw first of all the breakout here of the RSI wedge. We saw the breakout here of the falling wedge here on the daily time frame. This falling wedge broke out, and for you guys out there that don't know what the price target is of this falling wedge, we still will be aiming for this price target on the top side over here, and this is going to be meaning that we're going to see another 10.9% push up from here on getting generated. So I personally still expect we are going to reach this price target for this falling wedge here, and I personally will be still anticipating that we're going to reach this price target here in the coming days, and I do think it's going to be likely that we're going to reach it in the coming week here. So what is right now the important level to be breaking here for Bitcoin? Because I've been already putting it in my thumbnail, but as well what you can see over here on the chart, you can see the last time, of course, Bitcoin was running into major resistance on the daily time frame, it was this level that we're right now getting rejected by. It's this level on the 48.3k, and yesterday while we were having this major push up towards the upside, this daily candle was not able to break through. The daily candle got rejected by the daily resistance. So yeah, once again, daily resistance coming in play and showing us that there is a lot of, yeah, of course, resistance on that zone here. So still, Bitcoin needs to be breaking through of this level. Personally still expect we're going to see so maybe today, maybe tomorrow, maybe the day afterwards. Maybe we're going to see another few days consolidating on this level. But once again, saying it, consolidation in the resistance is going to be a bullish thing here. But the last time around, like we were, of course, in this daily downtrend, like you can see over here, we were forming this lower high, like you can see over here. So high getting formed, lower high getting formed, lower high getting formed. This was the trigger zone. This was the trigger zone for another leg down, right? So this was the rejection zone, the trigger zone for another leg down. So just like I told you before, if we're going to once again get this trigger zone with another correction down here, move down towards this line and push up from there on, we're going to just create a very beautiful inverse hand and shoulder. So that is going to be a beautiful pattern. If we're really going to get a rejection, it's going to be a beautiful pattern to trade here. So either way, if we're going to get a correction from here on, if we're going to be breaking through this level, this is going to be providing us massive trading opportunities. So yeah, it is going to be quite exciting on how this is going to be unfolding right now. But for sure, keep our eyes out on as well. Still, this potential retracement that we could be getting here is still a thing that I keep in my back of my mind here, because I will be always trying to anticipate every single scenario. But let's say we're not going to see a retracement, but Bitcoin closes its one daily candle above this level. I will be aiming for, of course, the next target of the 52.6k, and that target is as well equaling, of course, the price target of this falling wedge. And as soon as we're breaking through this wedge here, I personally think, yeah, I mean, game is on, and I mean, all-time highs can be, of course, I think the month of October could be for sure see a push up towards 60k as well. I tweeted about it. I asked you guys, is it possible? Let me know in the chat right now here. Do you think it is possible to reach 60k in the coming month of October, this month of October? Let me know in the chat right now here. I'm very curious what you guys currently say here. So some people are as well saying, is this a W pattern on daily? I mean, yeah, we were seeing a W over here potentially. We were seeing a W over here. But no, I don't anticipate necessarily something like this here. I think, yeah, if this really is going to be playing out, it's going to be extremely bad here. I do at least expect to see the 44.8k getting a hold in worst case scenario already. So, of course, yeah, maybe extreme worst case scenario is going to be, of course, a retrace back to 41k and then a push up once again here. Was this a fake out or a retest? We are seeing right now a fake out on this time frame over here. So let me see what the chat is saying here. Everyone is saying yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. 60k for October for sure. I think, yeah, guys, to be very honest out there, I think 60k for October is definitely a possibility for this month here. I do think it's quite an ambitious target. I do think it's going to be a difficult job for Bitcoin, but it is definitely not out of the books here. I do think that, of course, we know Bitcoin. Look at this pump that we got over here in just a matter of 2 days. We saw, of course, a 15% rise. We know that Bitcoin could be seeing these massive pumps here. And especially right now here, since always after shakeouts, we shaked out all these weekends, right? So there are not a lot of people, once again, looking to sell off their Bitcoin. And to be honest, if we're looking to the realized hodl waves, guys, I want to be talking a little bit about this. I think that we are, of course, not even close to a short-term peak here. Because always once we're forming these short-term highs here, we tend to see, of course, that there are a lot of short-term buyers in the market. So a lot of newbies coming in towards the market. But right now, it's cooled off drastically. So a lot of these short-term holders are going out of the... basically, they're holding. They're not selling anymore. But as soon, let's say, we're going to get a massive spike in, let's say, 24 hours or daily holders. So people that are relatively new towards the market. It usually signifies that we're going to get a market top. It usually signifies that we're going to get at least a local market top or just a market top here. So right now we're not seeing that at all. So I will be for sure be very bullish. And as soon, guys, if we are going to see, let's say, a signal here on the hodl waves that we're going to get a market top or whatsoever, I will be notifying you guys out there. First of all, my Twitter page, but as well, of course, on my YouTube page here. So don't forget to smash up that subscribe button right now. It's completely for free. And you will be meaning the world to me, of course, if you're going to smash it up right now here. So, yeah, I don't think that we're close to a short-term peak at all. I do think, of course, that there are coming only more and more hodlers here in the game. And, of course, people are understanding it. People are now waiting to sell off their cheap Bitcoin for only $47,000 US, because it's just a matter of time that we're going to move up even further. So, Right now, guys, of course, maybe you have to take the stop line, but first, this for the grain of salt here. But you can still see, lower side of support is an important level of support, and we are retesting it right now here. So Bitcoin is once again moving down towards this line, will be holding up. I personally think the chances are really high. Of course, if we're not going to be able to hold on towards this line, we're not going to huddle on towards this line, then we're going to see, let's say, a retracement back towards the let me draw this correctly, but to be honest, then we're going to see a retracement back towards the 47.2k. So please, once again, guys, there's no reason to worry right now here. We're seeing just a minor correction once again in the market. There's no reason to worry. As soon as we're starting to move up once again here, everyone will be starting to FOMO once again. So if you did sold the 41,000 US dollars, if you panic sold the 41,000 US dollars, I feel pretty bad for you out there, to be honest, because I don't think that we're going to reach that range anytime soon again here for Bitcoin. So as well, a thing and a time frame that I want to be talking about is, of course, the weekly time frame, because yeah, we got a weekly candle close, guys. We got a weekly candle close. Of course, I will be taking my eyes out. I will be keeping my eyes out on for the imminent short term as well. So if I see some very important developments right now playing out here live in stream, I will be right away anticipated with, of course, my reaction on it. And I will be trying to give you, guys, my live technical analysis on it as well here. So I want to be as well quickly asking for you guys, because I see we're currently watching with 800 of you guys out there, to smash up the like button, because we're currently having 150 likes and we're only 40 likes away before smashing up to 200 likes. And you guys know that smashing up the like button is only going to take a few seconds of your time. And if you are going to smash up the like button, I will be starting with my weekly technical analysis here. Because a weekly candle close, it's always important to discuss, guys. It's always important to, as soon as the weekly candle is closing for Bitcoin, that you are going to take a clear look at what this kind of influence has it on the market. So I always look, first of all, to my weekly Fibonacci extension. And if you're wondering, how do you set up this weekly Fibonacci extension, is of course here on TradingView, trend-based Fibonacci extension. And you can see over here, swing low, to swing high, to swing low, to identify extension levels towards the upside. So what I'm doing and what am I seeing right now on this Fibonacci? So first of all, we have been discussing it several times here, while we were as well trading below it. And you can search back on the stream here, sorry, on the channel. We were always saying, it doesn't matter, it always is the most important thing about this Fibonacci is here on where the weekly closes. It doesn't matter where it's trading, because yes, we wicked below it several times here, but it always is only important to look at it where the weekly closes. So yeah, the weekly closes very solid over here. Looks like a very beautiful weekly candle close. So we saw the 0.236 here getting retested. We saw this retest already several times here for the 4th week in a row, and we saw every single week a very strong bounce. And yeah, this weekly candle, of course, we saw a very green bounce here, and of course that's absolutely lovely to see here. So yeah, we bounced off the 0.236 here. In my opinion, this was the worst case scenario for where we could be absolutely heading towards. I don't see that Bitcoin is going to close a weekly candle below it. And yeah, if Bitcoin is really going to close a weekly candle below this level, it's going to be extremely bearish. I can tell you already. But as long as Bitcoin closing its weekly candles above the 0.236 in the Fibonacci, it is looking good. So you can see as well in this Fibonacci that it is showing us quite a lot of significance. Right here, it's showing the significance with the 0.236 here. It is well showing the significance with the 0.382 here. And it is showing the significance here with the 0.5 to 59,000 US dollars in this range here. Of course, it has been not spotting the all-time high yet here, because there was a few dollars away from it. But it is so far been a very reliable weekly Fibonacci. So what am I looking for right now here? Of course, the next major resistance target that I want to be seeing getting broken here is the 0.382 here. And of course, this Fibonacci is also the Fibonacci that I'm basing my predictions up for this coming bull run. Because my predictions is the 1.618 in this Fibonacci, and that is equaling the 127,000 US dollars. But that's a thing that we'll be coming back to in a second here. But yeah, the realistic target that we have to be breaking here is going to be this local high over here, together with the 0.382 here. So if we're going to close a weekly candle higher than this high, we're once again confirming the uptrend on the weekly. Second of all, we are breaking through the Fibonacci, and if we're breaking through this Fibonacci, we could be really starting to move up towards the next one, and that's going to be the 59,000 US dollars. So is it for sure possible in this week? Yes. We have been seeing Bitcoin doing weirder things in weeks here. Bitcoin could be moving up in a very rapid pace, especially if we're seeing bullish market structures. So make sure that you're going to keep your eyes out on it, and make sure that you're going to stay aware towards the next major move. So yeah, major important is going to be this next level that we have to be breaking. Afterwards, we are going to look at the 0.5 here. Of course, as soon as we're going to break through the all-time high, because the all-time high is sitting right now on 65,000 US dollars approximately, I personally think The 66.4k is going to be a very, very massive level of resistance. And like my predictions has been already standing for a correction here around this period over here in the market, I will be right now predicting that we're going to get, let's say, a double top here. A double top on the top side. And I don't think this is going to be the end of the bull run, but this will be once again an event that everyone will be panicking about. Everyone will be starting to panic. Everyone is going to say once again the bull market is over, like they said over here. And as soon as that happens, a lot of people are going to start going out of the market. We can see once again running out of the market, institutions buying up once again, and then we could be going for the next leg up here. Of course, these targets run to 76,000 US dollars, 90,000 US dollars. These are just going to be massive resistance zones where I do think that Bitcoin is going to find massive resistance on. Of course, I will be for sure not forget about the 100k. 100k is going to be as well an important level, psychological level of resistance. But besides the 100k, I do think that these are going to be the major levels that you should be keeping your eyes on right now as well. If you're going to look at the bull market support band right now for Bitcoin, we know that the Bitcoin chart, like we discussed already for several weeks on this channel, guys, the bull market support band, it is not bearish that we are retesting it. It's bullish that we're retesting it. So like I have said several times here, I was buying on this bull market support band. Well, a lot of people were saying they were panicking and they were selling off their Bitcoin. So a lot of things came together, right? So we had huge amounts of fear in the market, retesting the bull market support band, retesting the 0.236 in the Fibonacci. I was getting pretty bullish. So right now we're seeing, of course, a successful bounce from the bull market support band, and this is really giving me an opportunity to, of course, look at higher price targets once again here, because usually once we're getting these strong bounces, because the last time we got this strong bounce here was, of course, here in the beginning of September. The last time we saw a very strong bounce here with such a big green candle, it really kickstarted this rally towards the upside, towards, of course, the 65,000 US dollars. So personally, I do think that we could be seeing a lot of strength getting generated in the coming week here, and I personally do still think that we could be seeing it as well, not going to reach for a very long time. And by the way, what I currently see here is that this let me see, this is the 21 moving average, if I say it correctly. Yeah, it's the 20. Oh, and it's the 50 moving average here, is for the first time curving towards the upside since, of course, approximately a few weeks here, since the beginning of June. So you can see it has been moving down for approximately 112 days, the 50 moving average. And for now, the first time here on the weekly time frame, it has been starting to curve up back towards the upside. So this, of course, a good thing that you can currently see here. This bull market support band is once again curving towards the upside. And this is, of course, a very bullish signal that we're getting in the market. So looking forward towards it as well. The 21 moving average is going to be keeping our eyes out on it as well here. This, of course, this orange line here is also the line in the bull market support band. And this is going to be an important supportive line for the coming bull market run-ups that we're going to generate, because I do expect that we're going to see way more touches of this level, and it's going to be providing way better buying opportunities in the future as well. So definitely very exciting. I definitely don't think this is the time to start to be panicking. Like I told you as well with my hodl wave, I don't think that this is the time to really think everyone is selling right now. No, this is the time to think, okay, we're not seeing these short-term holders right now in the market. We see as well, if we're looking to Google Trends, you know, if we're looking to Google Trends Bitcoin, we went over this as well yesterday in the stream here. This is, of course, an important thing to know here. Do you think the FOMO already started? I don't think so. I don't think the FOMO already started, especially on these ranges over here. There is absolutely no interest at all on Bitcoin. The prices are rising because of some smart retail investors, of course, but not purely because of the FOMO. The real FOMO still has to start. That's the real thing that I want to be trying to raise the awareness on. Don't think that you're already too late, because if we're once again looking to the Bitcoin search terms here on Google Trends, we can clearly see the real FOMO still has to start. Everyone, not everyone of course, but a lot of people lost their attention on Bitcoin once it was trading on these lower ranges over here. And that's, of course, in my opinion, a very bad thing, because once the market is low, you should be for sure pay your attention towards it. Excuse me. Yeah, like this. So on the lower sides, you should be ready to pay your attention towards it. But we know that a lot of people don't pay attention because they see prices being red. But usually, once the prices are being red, you should be just look at the prices, because the best time to buy here is once Bitcoin is in the red. The best time to buy is once Bitcoin is moving down. That's a real thing that you have to know here from this game. So then let me as well start off with discussing some Ethereum price action. So yeah, we will be keeping our eyes out on Bitcoin, of course, for you guys out there. We'll be as well go into your favorite altcoins in a moment. But so far, Bitcoin is holding the line here, and Bitcoin is getting supported by this upward sloping support line. So I see a lot of people as well want me to talk about Ethereum, and I'm very bullish about Ethereum. And let me first look at, of course, at this chart over here, because this is my main chart, of course, to determine what I do expect for the coming weeks here for Ethereum. What I personally anticipate here is that Ethereum is, of course, forming this this cup over here, and we formed this handle on the right side. And if we're going to look at the price target, this will be signifying that we will be moving up towards the $5,208 US. So I'm personally still anticipating this target, especially since we broke down of the cup, of the handle over here. You can see lower side provided support several times, top side provided resistance several times. We finally broke out of it with a very solid green candle, and we're starting to move up here. So yes, it's not going to be an easy job to absolutely crush it towards the upside. It's going to take some time, of course. It's not going up in a straight line. Please don't anticipate that. But what you could be anticipated with is of either a swing trade position or either a holding position with your spot account. So make sure that you're going to keep your eyes on it. And by the way, Bitcoin is for sure bouncing off this level very well here, like we discussed just a moment ago. You have to keep your eyes on this level, and we will be going over this this Bitcoin chart on the 1 hourly candles in a second, a little bit more in depth once again. So yeah, Ethereum is looking very strong on the weekly, daily time frame. You can see over here as well, this green box over here, very strong previous resistance, providing very strong support right now here. Top side, very strong resistance. Is going to be providing very strong resistance in the coming days as well from here on. So keep your eyes out on this chart. Don't lose your attention right now here. But as soon as we're going to break through the all-time high, this is going to be a major support box for the future. And we have a lot of levels where we could be looking forward towards, where Ethereum could be finding a lot of support at. So as well, to look at some different levels, you can see over here, we flipped this level into the green as well here. So let me make this box green right now, because always if we clear resistance, I will be making it green. You can see over here, previous support, previous support, previous resistance, previous support, and we broke through it finally as well once again. So we cleared this critical level for Ethereum on the daily time frame, and this is giving Ethereum the green light right now here. We know for Q4 and Q1, between Q4 and Q1 for Ethereum, we will be seeing the merge of the proof of work and proof of stake getting together. Excuse me. So what does it mean? It means that there will be most likely a bigger hype run up for Ethereum, because proof of work will be completely get removed from Ethereum in the coming 4 months, approximately coming 4 to 5 months from here on. So this will be, of course, a major hard fork update that Ethereum will be bringing out once again. And what have we learned from the past? That as soon as Ethereum brings out hard fork updates, that we tend to see hype run-ups, because this was, of course, the London hard fork upgrade. This kind of result it has on the price action. It had a major rally in result of that, because of that hard fork update. So what you can be doing here is, of course, always front run the hype and buy the lows. Buy the lows like you did over here. Because I was anticipating the hard fork update of the London hard fork update already over here. Said it several times on my channel. I knew it was coming. Everyone could have knew that it was coming, but no one was doing something with it. So I was, of course, already prepared as well in this drop over here. I was only buying Ethereum, and of course, it was a very good decision I made over there. And right now over here as well, I've been buying quite a lot of Ethereum back into towards my portfolio, like I have said several times as well on my channel as well. But I've been buying into different altcoins as well right now. But Ethereum is definitely not a bad buy in my opinion. But yeah, we broke through its critical resistance zone, and we're retesting it right now as support. So let me see as well if we could be zooming in towards, let's say, the 4 hourly candles for a second. And give some analysis here on the 4 hourly candles. So Ethereum still some resistance that we have to be breaking, some horizontal levels, some lower side of still providing the support, so looking pretty solid. I mean, to be very honest, it's not looking like we are seeing a very clear chart where the market is necessarily heading towards right now here. I'm not seeing necessarily a very clear pattern right now unfolding, but yeah, I want to be looking at some horizontal levels that you could be approaching, of course. It's, of course, this high over here. You can see that we're clearly finding support on it. That's, of course, a relatively good thing to see here as well if you're looking to the top side over here. So you can see you got these rejection zones over here. Right now, these zones over here are providing the resistance for Ethereum. So we're in a short-term sideways consolidation phase. But besides that, of course, I should always base your opinions on for Ethereum of Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin is looking good, Ethereum is going to be performing well here. if Bitcoin is not looking good, Ethereum is going to perform a little bit worse here. So if you're looking to the Ethereum compared to Bitcoin pair here, you can see for the past 3 days here, sorry, not 3, but for the past few days here, Ethereum has been forming this higher high structure together with these higher lows. So Ethereum has been starting to move up ever so slightly in an uptrend over here. You could be looking for a parallel channel, to be honest, like you can see over here. So it has been moving up in this parallel channel in the Bitcoin comparison. So yeah, we're right now once again trading in the middle side. We'll be liking to see the top side getting broken here because yes, I'm holding more Ethereum than Bitcoin right now in my portfolio. Because I do think that Ethereum is going to, sorry, I said more Bitcoin than Ethereum. I'm holding more Ethereum than Bitcoin right now in percentages wise in my portfolio. So yeah, I am very excited about Ethereum, what it could be doing here in the coming days. So I would love to see, of course, Ethereum as well spike from here on. So yeah, would love to see, of course, Ethereum moving up further from here on. Let's see how this is going to be resulting in the price action like, of course. Hopefully we could be seeing the top side getting broken off this parallel channel. Could be resulting in, of course, a push up towards the upside. We are right now once again retesting this previous zone of resistance, like I told several times before, retesting it as support right now. So this is, of course, looking quite solid in my opinion. So let me see. So yeah, Ethereum is looking quite good here, to be honest. But of course, I will be always basing my Ethereum predictions because of Bitcoin. And personally, because I'm right now very bullish on Bitcoin, I am bullish on Ethereum as well. So it correlates with Bitcoin. I know, bro. So that is exactly why I say always base your opinion of Ethereum of Bitcoin. So first do your Bitcoin analysis. I know that I'm currently bullish on Bitcoin because that's what my analysis is saying. So, and of course as well, I not only look at my technical analysis on the charts, I as well look at on-chain data. Of course, every single stream I discuss some on-chain data with you guys out there. As well, I base my opinion on certain news articles. Of course, we know that, of course, more and more ETFs are coming in the coming months there. As well, what I just saw a recent article here is that, let me see where it is here. Yeah, there's a 75% chance that a futures-based Bitcoin ETF is coming here. I don't think it's necessarily extremely good here. I want to be ready to see a spot-based ETF, of course, coming out here because I will be adding more value towards the market. But I mean, yeah, futures-based ETF on Bitcoin is also good. If they're all going to short Bitcoin, we're just going to create a massive short squeeze, just like they did with GME or whatsoever. So yeah, I think it's a very good thing here because it will be just once again help us and allow them to, of course, yeah, put more money in the cryptocurrency market. It will be only allowing more money flowing in towards Bitcoin, and more people knowing about Bitcoin. It's only better. So yeah, what I personally think here, and what is also a rule by the law, of course, is that the SEC have to be granting an ETF if there is enough, if there are a lot of people asking for it. And right now, a lot of people are asking for it, so the SEC has to be allowing these ETFs. So yes, there are Bitcoin ETFs coming, and there are more and more Bitcoin ETFs coming in the coming 3 months here, and those are definitely reasons why I'm very bullish on Bitcoin. So you have to know the game. These things, of course, they can't hide these ETFs because it's going through the SEC and it's getting, of course, this news is just public. And of course, as soon as these ETFs are coming out, they have to be buying expensive Bitcoin. Of course, they're going to try, they are once again going to try to create FUD to, of course, shake you out of there. But you have to know the big money, the smart money is buying in. They are taking their positions right now here. So make sure that you're on the right side. As well, what we can see over here, Canada proposed a Bitcoin ETF who got ahead of the start of the year, beating the US offerings, continues to go down from strength. So you can see this proposed ETF is handling quite a lot of volume. Like you can see, it's even more volume than the range that we got here on the top of the market. So yeah, there's quite a lot of interest from these ETFs here, and of course the big money is really interested in Bitcoin right now here, and that's of course a good thing that we are currently seeing here. So Bitcoin closed its 1 hourly candle, guys. Absolutely amazing to see here. We're opening a new one, of course, right away afterwards, and we're right now still 3 hours away before closing the 4 hourly candle. But let's see how this is going to result here. I will be still taking this as my one of my scenarios that I will be keeping my eyes on. It's going to be an important resistance line to break here. So I will be, of course, still keep my eyes out on this resist line as well with you guys out there. Of course, this was a massive weekend fake out. I don't like to, like I told you guys out there before, if we're going to see a breakout on the weekend, I'm not trading it. If we're going to see a breakout on a Monday, yes, I will be looking to trade this. But yeah, fortunately, I have not traded. Unfortunately, I have said it to you guys out there yesterday. So yeah, Bitcoin is already moving up ever so slightly from touching this level, so it was likely to expect that. So guys, I want to be going over your altcoin requests here. So let me know which altcoins we have to be looking at right now here for you guys out there. Then we can be going over some of your requests here. So it will be truly amazing if you're going to do so. And drop your favorite altcoin that you want me to go over, of course. Let's do some Q&A, of course. But besides that, guys, as well, if you want to be still signing up here with BYBIT, I think, yeah, the opportunities are relatively high right now here in terms of trading. You could be signed up here right now with the highest link in the description here. You will be getting a nice bonus. And besides that here, we know that swing trading in the market is absolutely powerful, just like I'm doing so right now here. We'll keeping this trade open for a little bit of longer time here. We'll be really trying to write it towards hopefully new all-time, of course. We'll be putting my stop loss in profit, so I will be trading it always with no risk. And we'll be for sure trying to catch this next leg up here because I'm pretty bullish on my trade here, to be honest. So let's say Polkadot request here. Let me start off with Polkadot request because, yes, if we're looking to Polkadot here, first of all, yeah, you can see it is not trading. Where is it trading at right now? Polkadot speed 9. Oh, yeah, I was not seeing it. So yeah, it moved up 5% past week here. I still think it is going to have a lot of potential here in the coming weeks from here on. So keep your eyes on Polkadot, and as well these Polkadot ecosystem coins like Polka Starter, etc, etc. These coins are going to be performing most likely very well here. So let me start off with going into Polka Starter. Sorry, Polkadot, not Polka Starter. So Polkadot. Let me go over Polkadot. So, I have said a few things here in the last time I discussed, the last times I have discussed Polkadot. I don't want to be shilling once again, but I have said several times that while we were trading on this higher range as well, that this green box over here is going to be my accumulation. So you can see it's provided this very strong support and resistance in the past, and right now, what are we seeing? It providing its support. So, was it likely to expect to see a major supportive touch from off this level? Yes, it was likely to see this. It was likely to expect this. And it was well moved up very significantly from off this point. So yeah, lovely to see how Polkadot is reacting towards this green box over here. If we look into the chart even further on, you can see at top side providing resistance. We could be looking for maybe a potential resistance line from top side. As well on the daily, we could be looking for a potential upper slope support line. But once again, I don't like these significance because we are lacking the touch points. If I'm going to the weekly time frame real quickly, before moving on towards the lower time frames, and setting it up from swing low to swing high, swing low, and let me set up this correct swing high. We could be looking at maybe some levels where we could be finding some very strong support and resistance at. And if we're looking to this level, you can see over here, the 0.5 here in the Fibonacci is of course equaling this level over here, providing a lot of resistance. You can see several times we got a massive rejection by this zone here. As well, lower side with the box providing very strong support. And of course, you can see the 0.618, the golden pocket resistance, provided the top resistance over there as well. So what do we have to be seeing right now here in order to, of course, continue the trend up here? Is of course a daily breakthrough of the 33 US dollars for Polkadot right now here. So important to keep your eyes on right now here. On the 4-hourly candles, we're still forming a minor downtrend. We're still forming this lower high trajectory. You can see over here, we're still forming a lower high, clearly lower high getting formed here. But in the meantime, we were forming a higher high on the RSI, so we were forming a hidden bearish divergence. Reason to move down ever so slightly from there on. But right now, we are cooling off ever so slightly and maybe preparing ourselves for another leg up from there on. It's going to be most likely result in the bearish divergence if we're going to see a push up towards here, getting created here in my opinion. But yeah, for sure, thing to keep your eyes out on. If we're going to set up a Fibonacci from the swing high to swing low to identify some levels there, we could be looking to find some support on. We're about to retrace towards the golden pocket entry. That's going to be historically speaking, yeah, a level that you should be, of course, be very greedy on, very bullish at. And that's going to be the 0.382 here, equaling, of course, the $30.54 here. So it is looking like a very good level that you could be starting to accumulate some Polkadots at. As well. Some other things here, what we're seeing right now. Besides that, not a lot of interesting things playing out here. If I'm looking to the 1-hourly candles, we could be looking maybe for a very interesting pattern that you could be trading here. In my opinion, we could be looking for a potential falling wedge here. If you're not familiar already, falling wedges are bullish bias patterns, and this could be for sure playing out here in the coming hours. Of course, if this is going to be playing out, you could be seeing, of course, another push up towards the higher levels of the wedge getting reached there. So as soon as we're breaking the top side of the top resistance, you want to be, of course, aiming for the highest point of the wedge, and that is, of course, going to be the 33 US dollars. So yeah, looks to be once again that we're trading at support, and looks to be that we could be seeing a breakout here on the minute short term. If we look into once again the Polkadot compared to Bitcoin valuation, a chart that I have been looking at several times here, you can see it has been going sideways ever so slightly here. You can see over here, this is basically, if we're already retracing back towards this zone over here, this is going to be my best case scenario in terms of accumulation. So I would love to see Polkadot going back towards this level. Chances are relatively low in my opinion still. This level provides very strong support and very strong bounces in the past. So keep your eyes out on this level. Keep your eyes out on this level, because this could be for sure result in a very good buying opportunity, just like it did over here. Since we were, of course, first retesting at the resistance, we broke above it, retested it as support, and after that we moved up from there on. So guys, as well, I can currently see we're only 8 likes away before smashing it up to 300. Want to be quickly asking you guys for a favor to smash up the like button. Of course, only going to take a few seconds of your time here. And it will be me and the ultra me here, so don't forget to smash up the likes if you haven't already done that. As well, we could be maybe look for a potential upper slope support line on the daily time frame with a downward slope resistance line. So it could be maybe as well run into some volatility anytime soon here. But mainly right now, I'm bullish on because of the updates that are coming out for Polkadot. So yeah, pretty exciting, my man. So as well, a lot of XRP requests right now in the chat here. So let me right away move on further towards XRP. And I don't know what's happening with this chart here. Because yeah, XRP saw a massive spike towards the upside, of course. And I love this spike. I love XRP. I don't know what's going on with my chart, man. It's pretty annoying that my chart is a little bit buggy over here. I don't know, because of this. It's a Binance chart. So Binance, yeah, a little bit lagging over here. But this is really the chart I want to be discussing here. So I will be going into a different chart where we could be discuss some different things in a second here. On the 1 hour it's working, but only the daily is a little bit laggy. I don't know what it is. But yeah, basically went over my good accumulation, the green line over here. You can see perfect touch point, moved up from there on. Then if we're looking to this orange line over here, sorry, this orange box, major previous support, major previous resistance, major previous support. It's right now retested the support once again since we're breaking above it. And my next resistance line over here is going to be this top side resistance line. You can see major rejections, rejection over there. And if we're going to retest it again, I think a rejection is likely. And of course, as soon as we're breaking through of this level, I think we're going to get a green light and we could be moving up from there on. So that's going to be important to see here. As well, a thing that I'm right now aiming for XRP here is, of course, a massive breakout here on the weekly time frame. So a massive weekly breakout, just like we saw over here before the end of the year. I think we should be aiming for the exact same thing here once again. So XRP was aiming for a massive weekly breakout over here, like you can see. And of course, as soon as we got the breakout over there, we moved up exponentially, right? You can see we moved up exponentially for XRP. And what we're seeing right now, we're seeing once again a massive consolidation phase getting created here. So that phase took approximately 220 days. And right now we are, of course, on approximately 170 days in it. And if it's going to take as well 220 days, we still have a few more weeks from now on. So yeah, personally, anticipating the same scenario and anticipating the same exponential price growth for XRP once again here. And that is the reason why I'm right now holding it. I'm holding a bunch of XRP right now. I'm holding a bunch of XRP. And I'm excited. I'm freaking excited about XRP. I can't wait to see how XRP is going to be performing in the coming weeks, in the coming days, in the coming whatsoever. I mean, I'm excited about XRP. I personally think as well that we're right now in the beginning of a parabolic trend. The reason why I'm saying so is because if you're looking to the lows, you can see low getting formed, higher low getting formed, higher low getting formed, higher low getting formed, and like you can see, it is exponentially forming these higher lows here. It's every single time is going more exponential and it's going more higher in a more rapid pace here, like you can see here with these big pumps. So I'm getting excited for XRP. I'm preparing myself right now for XRP. Of course, this is a little bit of a wider view that I'm giving you guys out there. Once again, not saying it's going to be happening tomorrow. I'm not saying that we are going to see a breakout tomorrow with an extreme massive volatility pump here. No, it's not going to happen tomorrow. It's going to take a few weeks, maybe a few months even from here on. It's going to at least take another 60 days in my opinion, so at least 2 more months. Give it some more time. But of course, this time that we're right now in, you should be embracing as very good accumulation. And especially what I would love to see is a retracement back to 80 cents once again, before once again pushing up from there on. So would love to see, so of course, some lower targets getting reached here, so I could be even scooping up some more XRP. Think it's a very good hold for the longer term, and I think that XRP, once it gets the green light, it's going to be going on the way, and it's going to be absolutely crush it towards the upside. So yeah, this is basically my thoughts on XRP very quickly said. So as well, Jason Clark, thank you for tuning into the amazing stream here. You're saying Algorand Rover. So let me go into Algo, my man. Algorand, of course, absolutely exciting what it's doing. Once again, like you see in the weekly time frame, pushing up, trying to go for another push towards the upside. Weekly high getting retested, like you can see over here. The weekly high getting retested, already looking pretty solid. You can see over here. Let me make this box. So let's start on the weekly. You can see weekly high getting retested, previous high on the weekly getting retested as support. Looks like pretty bullish market structure if you ask me on the weekly time frame. Of course, if you're going to look at the daily time frame, we know that a lot of these charts are looking the same. I've been going over it several times as well on the channel. You can see over here, high getting formed, high getting formed, high getting formed. Of course, major resistance basically. This major resistance box, as soon as you're going to clear it, is going to be a major support box. So you can see it, previous resistance flipping into support. Once again, textbook analysis. Textbook analysis. So you see previous resistance flipping into very strong support. And that is, of course, a thing that you always have to keep your eyes out on. So very, very nice to see that. I think, yeah, this is looking good. I think Algorand is looking strong right now. For me as well, this was already the zone that you could have been accumulating. Was not for sure. For me, it was no chance that I was buying around this range over here. I was looking way too overextended a little bit here, way too parabolic. But right now, yeah, we're going for another potential push up here. Can it go for another high? I think the chances are relatively high here. I think the chances are relatively high that that Algorand is going for another high getting created from here on. So yeah, previous all-time high getting retested is necessarily if you're going to break through it. So yeah, I'm pretty bullish on Algorand right now here. Not a lot to say about it right here on the higher time frames. If you look to the 1 hourly candles, yeah, maybe we could be a little bit too overextended over here. Maybe we could see some kind of a rising wedge formation getting formed here. This could be, of course, a little bit more bearish in the immediate short term. So yeah, of course, charting on these altcoins could be, of course, sometimes ignore these patterns here, but it could be creating some kind of a rising wedge, what could be resulting in a potential pullback from here on, because it's going up in a very rapid pace right now. I want to be seeing these waves getting formed here. That's better because then you're setting out these weekends every single time here. So yeah, on the 4 hourly candles, you're already taking out this previous high over here. Looking very solid. As well, taking it out here on the RSI, so you're not forming any bearish divergence or whatsoever. So yeah, I have to give this one to you guys out there, to you, Jason Clark. I think the Algorand chart is looking relatively strong right now here. Yeah, it could be potentially go for a rollover before once again moving up, but in general, it is looking like a very strong chart in my opinion right here, and it could be for sure move up further from here on. Some people are saying Cardano is dead. I mean, don't say that. It's not dead. Cardano is not dead, but I mean, people, if you're going to get smart contracts getting launched here, you're going to get massive high. I sold all my Cardano on $3, bought back on $2.30. I bought back here on the previous all-time high. Right now I'm as well in a little bit of the loss of that buy over there, but in general I have more coins than I was holding at the all-time high. But right now I don't expect Cardano's dead. No, not at all. Let's just give it some time. It had a major run up. It's going to need some time to consolidate. And just like Cardano is, maybe you're saying it's going to be dead here, probably you're going to say it with Solana as well here in the coming days here, because Solana is probably going to go up once again and going to see a lot of sideways action. Are you going to say Solana is dead by then? No, the project is not dead. They're just a price action is consolidating, and in consolidation you want to be greedy. If in bullish market structure you want to get fearful. I mean, Solana, I mean, it is one of these coins that I'm careful with. This is one of these coins that you want to be careful with, and still, I don't think it's a good buy, Solana, right now. Yes, it's a good project. Don't get me wrong. Once again, it's a good project, but it's not good buy over here. It's a very, very bad buy. I don't think that you are not having a responsible portfolio, or you're not doing responsible research if you're going to be buying Solana around this range over here. I'm holding no Solana whatsoever. I sold all my Solana already along the way up here in this push towards the upside. And I'm very glad I did so, because it was allowing me to buy into different projects afterwards. So don't be saying that Cardano is dead right now whatsoever. I don't think it is dead at all. It's just consolidating. It is of course retesting these previous highs over here, looking particularly solid. If you look into this chart over here, you could be maybe looking for, and you could be maybe opting for this potential symmetrical triangle over here. This could be for sure a major pattern that we could be looking at right now. You can see clearly the lower high structure is getting formed here on Cardano. The higher low structure is getting formed on Cardano. This is looking like a very solid symmetrical triangle. So yeah, it is consolidating right now, but it is not dead. It's making itself up. It's preparing itself for a major rally anytime soon here, or a major correction could be as well possible. But for me right now, no, I'm not selling my Cardano. I'm anticipating the next major smart contracts hype that we're going to get here with Cardano. And I'm personally anticipating that we could be seeing way higher price targets getting breached here. I think it's going to be a good asset to be holding right now here. So, no, Cardano is not a bad coin to hold. Yes, it could be showing us a lot of sideways action in the coming days, but at the end of the day, I do think it's going to be a very strong hold in your portfolio. So, yeah, make sure to keep your eyes on Cardano in the coming days here as well. Hit that subscribe button to my channel. Follow me on Twitter if you want to be staying up to date about Cardano, because yes, I will be for sure maybe take even a potential trade on this one, because if we're going to break out of this symmetrical triangle, I could be for sure traded here on BYBIT as well, because BYBIT is as well allowing to trade with Cardano, of course. So looking forward towards that one, and I for sure will be trying to anticipate that one for sure with a very strong breakout trade. So yeah, guys, right now I will be unfortunately wrap up the stream here, because I have to be heading out here. I have some things planned, unfortunately, but later today I will be trying to be back at least with a video, maybe with another live show for you guys. Let me know what you guys really want right here. Do you want to see another live show later today, or do you want to be seeing, of course, a very quick update video out there on the market? Of course, if we're going to see extremely interesting price action, especially in our pattern that we are looking at right now here at this potential symmetrical triangle, if we're going to see a breakthrough of this resist line, it's going to be bullish. We'll be trying to release another update video, update stream out there. But guys, yeah, once again, thank you so much for watching to this amazing stream out there here on the channel. Don't forget to enjoy your Monday. Don't forget to keep your eyes out here on the chart. Of course, don't forget to smash up that like button on this stream here, and of course, subscribe to the channel if you don't want to be missing out of any of this further content that we're going to release with you guys out there. Of course, we will be live every single day from here on. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll check you guys later today in another update video out there. Peace out.